The YMCA in Raleigh is a really big part of my life. Went as a kid to the summer camps and the programs there, and it was such a great time that I started working, and I've done that for 8 years.
Some of the funny things from the past summers is he let the children duct tape him to the wall.
The Y has been so supportive while I've been on American Idol. While I was working at the YMCA, I worked with a lot of kids with special needs, and they really put me on a path. I'm a special education major at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Just have one more semester, have to student teach, but I put that on hold. It's important that I make a difference in some way. If it's performing and touching someone that way, that's great. If it's being a teacher and helping some kid understand something, that's even better, you know. It's not necessarily how I make the difference, but I want to make sure that I do.
Mr. Clay Aiken.
Nobody drinking enough? I don't quite want you're on your third, I can tell. We thank you so much for being here tonight, and big thanks to Linda for the past 4 years. We want to welcome you to the and to our 7th Champions Gala, which is incredible to think that we've done so much. Every year we take a look back at some of our accomplishments and we look forward to the road ahead. And it's always been a passion and desire of ours to see no child restricted by disability, to see no child left out or left on the sidelines because of differing ability level. And in fact, we've made a great deal of progress to that end. Our programs continue to expand. Partners who we have had and supported for years now are undertaking fully inclusive programs on their own, thanks to the past support and guidance of the National Inclusion Project. Because of our expertise, or the project's expertise and its resources. And that means that the commitment to inclusion is finding its support amongst these programs and these participants and these summer camps and after-school programs. And it's finding support not because of the financial support that we've been able to provide, but because these partners have actually seen tangible results, which we know is evident through the research we've done and you know, just being able to go to camp and see the smiles on these kids' faces. They've seen firsthand the benefits that come from inclusion, and they're fully vested in the mission. And that's really a huge accomplishment, and probably the one that we're most proud of. While we have numerous programs that are continuing to flourish because they see these extraordinary results and positive effects, there really are so many other programs across the country that we still hope to reach, and we cannot do it without your help. It would be sort of tacky to come right out and ask for money, but I, for one, am not above that. And I will be doing that. So get ready.
600, 500 to 600, 500 to 600, 600 to 500 to 600, 500 to 600, 600, 700, 600 to 700, 700 to 700, 600 to 700, and 600 here, 700, 600 to 700, 600 to 700, it's a whole lot better than that, folks. That cardboard costs more than that. 600 to 700, 600 to 700, 700, 600 to 700, 600, probably one of a kind, folks. 600 to 700, 600 to 700, 800, ma'am. 700 to 800, 700 to 800, 700 to 800, 700 to 800, your turn, ma'am. 800, 900, ma'am. 80 to 900, 1,000. 900 to 1,000, 1,100, ma'am. 1,000, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,200. 11 to 12, 12 to 13, 12 to 13, ma'am. 13, 12, 13 to 14, 13 to 14, 13 to 14, ma'am. 14, 1,500, ma'am. 14 to 15, 15 here, 15, 15, 16 to you, ma'am. 15 to the 16 and 17, 16 to 17, ma'am. 16 to the 1,700, 1,700, ma'am. 1,700, look at me. 1,700, ma'am. 1,700, 17, 1,800, ma'am. 18 to the 19, ma'am. 18 to the 1,900, 1,900, 2,000, 2,000 and 2,100, ma'am. 2,100, 2,100, one time. 2,100 bid, ma'am. When I tell you to be, it be. 2,100, 2,000, 2,100, 21 and 22, that's the way you do it, man. 22, 2,300, 2,300, man, we need the money. 2,300, 22, 23, 23, 2,400, 24, 2,500, man. 24, 2,500, 2,500 to you, man. 2,500, 2,750, man. 2,750, 3,000, man. 3,000, 27, 3,000, 3,000. 3250, man. 3250, 3,500, 3,500, 32 to 50, 3,500, 32 to 50, 3,500. man, that is destiny wrong-headed shit. 3,500, man. 3,500. 3,500. 3,500. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 35 and a quarter. 500 and a quarter.
It says on it, today I smile. I'm going to read what it says because there's a lot of work put into this. Today I smile and take a step towards something I've not known before. The sun came out, so let's all play. A world awaits outside the door. I've been so tired sitting out while others laugh and sing and dance. It's awfully lonely by myself. But now at last I'll have my chance. I've tried so hard to understand just why it had to be this way. Now life looks good and I can't wait. Inclusion brings a perfect day. I've been places and seen this work. I don't know if you've ever seen this work before. We're going to do a Dutch auction now. Do something a little bit different. We've never seen it before. Someone told me that this would work, and I thought, well, that sounds crazy, and there's just no way that this idea that you have could work. And then I went before, and it actually does. So we're going to do a Dutch auction, and let me explain to you what that means. We're going to start high and head low, which I guess maybe Dutch people are backwards. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know why it's called that. We're going to start high and head low. Now, it costs about $250 to send a kid to camp. It costs about $250 to send one kid to camp. And our goal, of course, is to send as many kids as want to get to camp. We don't want to restrict any kids from being able to go to camp. $250. So I have a check here that I'm writing myself, and I'm going to send 10 kids to camp. I'm going to write a check for 10 kids to go to camp, and I want to see if anybody out there will write a check and send 10 kids to camp along with me. So that's all I want to do. We're going to start up and going to work our way down. 10 kids to camp. Anybody out there who will donate 20. Right here, we got 1 to send 10 kids to camp next summer. 2, right there. 10 kids to camp. We got our number 3, 4 people. That's $2,500 to send 10 kids to camp. There's another one right there and another one right there. Thank you very much. There's one back there. Thank you very much. 10. I can't even keep up with this. This is great. 10 kids. There's another one right there. 10 more kids at camp next summer. 10 more kids. Anybody else? Anybody else? There's another 10 right there. Anybody who wants to send 10 kids to camp? What about sending 9 kids to camp? 9 kids to camp. Debbie, you're the math teacher. How much is that? $2,250. 9 kids to camp right there. Anybody else will send 9 kids to camp? $2,250. Here's another one. Keep up with me right there. $179. $2,250 to send 9 kids to camp. 9 kids. You want to do that fast talking thing? 9 kids to camp. 9 kids to camp. People over here. 161. Very good. Thank you. 137. Make a difference in the life of a kid. It worked! We got another one. 127. Who wants to be a part of the happiness? 231. Anybody else want to send a kid to camp? Come on, 043. Anybody else? We don't have to let this music make us leave. Anybody else want to send a kid to camp? Anybody want to send 10? Thank you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. That worked. Bows and flowers of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and they snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in the way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall.
I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheel, the dizzy dancing way that you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way. Oh, but now it's just another show, and you leave them laughing when you go. And if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends, they're acting strange, and they shake their heads and tell me that I've changed. Well, something's lost and something's gained from living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life. I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's life's illusions that I recall. I really don't know life at all.
Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next year. Good night.